If my old Mercedes was a dog, it'd be a Mastiff. You know the big ones that look like a bear? The huge things, like the massive. They're cracking animals. They're big and they're cuddly. Yeah, they can do work. Okay, they can't, you know, they're a bit too big sometimes, and yeah, they're inconvenient at times, but they are brilliant, brilliant animals. Now this Scania, however, is a border collie, and I love border collies. I've got one myself. He's called Nero. He is amazing. As far as working dogs go, they are one of the best. They are loyal, they are reliable, they are just quick. They are spryly as anything. You can't keep up with the border collie. They are so good at what they do. Only thing is, they're not the most cuddly of dogs. Try to snuggle up with one on the sofa and it will bring you a ball. And you need to throw that ball. That you are doing that. And not only are you doing that, you're doing that all evening. Because a border collie, it doesn't stop. Once it's turned, that's it. It's on. You will never turn that dog off. You cannot wear it out. It requires attention every hour of every day because it's a border collie. That's what they're like. And I think Scanias are the same. Really, really good at working. Not the most comfortable, and they do require attention. And I assume that because whenever you see someone at a services polishing a truck, it's a Scania. 9 times out of 10, it's a Scania. And that's because you can't have the comfort. You need to be giving it attention, exactly like a border collie. They're exactly like border collies.
As a haulier, I never used to get this much free time. It's tough out there, constantly trying to find new work. What? There's no way that's offside. Give us a minute, lads. Before I discovered Zeus, I didn't have much time to do the things that I love. See the kids, the missus, play a bit of footy, long days, hard nights. Don't even get me started with admin, invoices, proof of delivery. Since we started with Zeus, it's been a breeze. Just sign up, pop in your details, and you're all set. No fees, no charges. They send the work. If it's the right job for you, you accept. Then they organise everything. All you need is your phone. Proof of deliveries, all sorted in the app. You can even track where your drivers are. And they pay in 3 days. They have this bloody amazing loyalty programme. You start saving points straight away and you get 50% off premium tyres. Saved me thousands already.
Hey Gary, you coming?
Yeah. I better get back to...
Hello, I am Tom. This is Except for Access, and this is the new Scania. And what I've decided is that I'm going to test this truck and record on one of the worst roads in Cumbria, because why not? From what I understand, I'm the first person to actually test this truck. And to really double down on that whole idiot thing, this is actually the second time that I've recorded this video. So why have I recorded this video twice? That's because I got talking to Chris, my good friend Chris, who informed me the information that I thought about the truck was all wrong, was completely wrong. Oh, apparently we're going. What is this? Oh, shit. If I can get into this corner here, I can drag my trailer around. There we are. Lovely. Nice! We're through! You're all good. Right, let's move! So I got 2 things wrong. The first thing is I thought that they had refreshed the next gen Scania and they've got a whole new one and it's all lovely and new and fresh. That's not the case. They have refreshed the Super, which is different somehow. It's like a special edition of it, I think. God, I'm shit at this. Whoa, fuck me. We will talk about that in a second, because that is a quirk of these trucks, and it is not great. Now the second thing I got wrong was the tare weight, as in the weight of the vehicle with just the trailer, no load on it at all. And that came out to 15,200, which I was quite surprised about. I thought that was really, really good. And the sites that I've been to since, they haven't required any weighing. It's just all done by the bucket, and hey, you weigh out, but you input the tare weight as you're weighing out. There's a few places that do that kind of thing. It's not completely uncommon. So I've been putting in 15,200 because that's the information that I've got. I was like, yeah, 15,200, that seems about right. No, that's not right. That is wrong. I've been putting the wrong tare weight in throughout the week. The actual weight's around about 15.6, 15.7. I know that's not a huge difference, but with tippers, it actually is. So that whole section where I was talking about how light it is and how amazing it was, that it's only 15.2, that was all wrong. That all had to go. All of it had to go. Now this video is going to be a little bit different because yes, I'm reviewing something, and that's not something I normally do, but also I'm speaking to one person in particular, my boss. So, hello Sarah, how are we doing? And the reason why I'm speaking to my boss is this is what she's looking at buying, and she wants to know, should she buy it? Is this something that she should be getting? And I figured rather than going and telling her, I would make a whole video and get some content out of it. I have driven a next-gen Scania before, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And if I'm honest with you, I did think I was going to be comparing apples to apples, but I'm not. I'm comparing apples to oranges? I don't know. I don't really know what fruit to pick. I guess what I'm saying is they're not comparable. This is a much nicer model than what I had. This is no dig at the company that I was with. I'm not saying that that boss was cheap. I'm just saying that if a door was an optional extra, we'd probably have nets. We'd have just nets here. I can imagine him doing that. Sorry, mate. So let's talk about the Super. As you can see from the inside, it looks exactly the same as the old one. And on the outside, it looks exactly the same. Like, exactly the same. They have not changed anything visually that I can see. Apart from the word Super, but I think that's irrelevant. Now, as you know, I am famous for how good I am with technical details and just generally about like the inners of the truckness and the technicalness. I am, like, everyone knows how good I am with that kind of thing, so I feel confident in talking about it, and I will go into the details. So firstly, there is the AdBlue-ness, the bit that pumps the AdBlue. It's like way better. It's better, like 40, 15. It's like percentage better than it used to be, and the engine is like more engine-y.
Hold up. This idiot doesn't know what he's on about, so let me tell you what the new Scania Super is. It's a new 13-litre twin-cam engine that offers you up to 560 brake horsepower. A whole new drive system, so that is the axles, the gearbox, the drivetrain, you name it, it's lighter and it's been improved. Scania also say that you will get an 8% fuel saving as a minimum starting point. Scania have also gone and fitted a brand new compression retarder on it, along with the standard exhaust retarder. The engine itself is multi-fuel, so it is future-proof. It can run on multi-different fuels. And then finally, the chassis is a new modular architecture chassis, which basically means it's lighter. Customers can specify it more to be built to their needs. So once again, Scania have smashed it all out of the park, and they've gone and named it the Super.
I will be honest with you, I understood very little of that. AdBlue, I picked up on the word AdBlue. That was about it. Can we get around this cyclist? Come on, truck. Let's go. Let's go. Now I can talk about the exhaust system, because that was one of the first things I noticed when I started driving this truck. It sounds amazing. Like when you're accelerating, you're going through corners, it just sounds, sounds angry. It sounds like something under the engine wants to kill me. And furthermore, I think I'm okay with that. And obviously it's a Scania, so it's a really nice place to be. The driving experience is, it's exceptional. When you're just cruising around and you're doing stuff, and when you need a bit of power to go and overtake something, the amount of times that I've just been driving and put my foot down somewhere and I just start smiling. It just makes me smile. It makes me happy the way this thing moves. There's something about it, and I get why people like Scanias. It's for that very reason. The next gen Scania was released in what, 2016? And since then, in the 7 years since, everyone has been nipping at the heels of Scania. Obviously the two big ones, you've got Volvo and you've got DAF. Them new DAFs, my word, they look really, really nice. I would like to, just FYI, I would like to try one of them out if someone wants to give me one just to test. There's been the new MAN and the new S-Way from Iveco. That looks nice, I quite like that. And I'm pretty sure that Mercedes and Renault have refreshed their line twice in the same time. So what I'm saying is, everyone has got a new truck out. So obviously it's a bold choice for Scania to release a brand new truck and have it look exactly the same. Literally not change anything on it, not even the slightest little detail. It looks identical. Thing is though, if you put this in the lineup with all of them, I think most people will still pick the Scania. Even though it is 7 years old, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but think of like modern technology and how fast it all changes. Can you think of any piece of technology where after 7 years, it still goes head to head with the big boys? I kind of think that Scania is like the Apple of the truck world. Like, I think that very explains why it has such a cult following. Now that being said, I do have a few gripes, some things that I don't like, and it's mainly to do with the comfort of the truck. So first up is the seat, and I hate to say this, but this is the worst truck seat I've ever used. It is terrible, and I know I'm gonna get some shit for this, but come at me, I don't care. So I don't know if this is the top end or if this is like the medium. It's not the basic one anyways. It's like a leather, and it's got like all of the air conditioning and heating and all them sort of things. But it's so uncomfortable. It's just so uncomfortable. I was talking to Chris about this, and he said, yeah, they are like that, and after a couple of weeks, they get better. I don't know if that's true or not. I am one of the first people to drive this truck, so that could be true. It's either that or maybe your ass adjusts to the seat. Either it adjusts to you or you adjust to it, but either way, it's not very comfortable. And then there's the back warmer, which, yeah, I know this is a running thing with this channel, but it has two settings. It has, is this actually on? And then surface of the fucking sun, because my word, it's too hot. Genuinely, I don't think I need a microwave in this. I could actually just put the seat warmer on, and I could just cook the food on there. That's how I'd cook food of an evening. And then while we're ranting, there's the lack of space to put stuff down on. In the DAFs, in the Mercedes, in all of the other trucks, you've got stuff up here, and you can put stuff wherever you want to, but all you've got is this little shelf, and if you go around the slightest corner, everything comes off. Everything comes off. So I actually find when I'm in a Scania, the best thing to do is have a box on the floor and leave it there. I think it's quite telling that one of the most sold accessories for a Scania is a little table to put on your dashboard. If people are having to go out and buy the necessities that you should be providing on the truck, that's not good. And again, going back to the Apple thing, that's a very Apple thing to do, isn't it? All that being said though, I do like this truck. I do really like this truck. There's something about driving a Scania, and I really like this version. I like the infotainment premium that you get with a nice big screen. I like how spacious it is. I like the cupboard space. I like how it drives. I like the fact that it puts a massive smile on my face whenever I'm accelerating, because it's a Scania at the end of the day. And, well, it's a Scania. It's great. I love it. Final question, should we buy one? Yes. There we go. Great, that's it, done. That's the video over. It's not, that's not the video over. Could you imagine if that was actually the end of the video? That'd be great. So there are some caveats to this. For instance, tag axles. Now I have talked about tag axles previously. I've said how great they are. I've said it on this channel. I've said it on the podcast. I've said it to Sarah. I've raved about tag axles because my first truck was a tag axle. I remember how good it was. But having revisited tag axles, there are some issues with them. So they're not very stable into corners. Well, at least when you've got the tag actually up, they're a bit wobbly. I don't like that. The other thing is something I do remember my old truck doing, but I just thought that's what trucks do at low speeds. They just sometimes push forwards. And this does it, and it's not nice. The other thing is, when you're at low speeds and you're trying to turn sharply, it does this thing where it will just push forwards. Regardless of how much lock-on it goes, it's going forwards no matter what. And it's not nice. And it also makes it really hard to get in some spots. And it can do it anywhere on any surface. Like before, on that bridge. Whoa! Fuck me. Yeah, that was it doing it. And then there's the weight. Now, obviously, the tag axle's gonna add more weight to it, but god dang, it's 15,700, I think, with this trailer on, and these are the heavier Feuerhof trailers, or however you pronounce it. Even with the Wilcox, it's only gonna be like 200 kilos lighter than that, is it? So like 15.5, too heavy, way too heavy. What I'm saying is, the only thing about this truck I would change is give it the transit axle, the little small wheels. Just that's the only thing. Keep it as a Super. I like this truck. I love this truck. My only two requests are, can we have it so that the seat has settings other than is it on and surface of the sun? That would be lovely. I'd like that. And the other thing is night aircon. And if I'm honest with you, I'm going to go into a bit of a tangent here, because if you look at this summer and the summer before that, every single year they're saying it's the hottest on record. And whether or not you want to say yes, climate change exists or not, doesn't matter, because every single year has been hotter than the last one. And when you're in one of these cabs, it is so disgustingly hot. Those who tramp will know what I'm talking about. When you've had the truck running all day, it is cooking, it is just bringing up the heat, and you try to go to bed, it is unbearable. Even the people who go to the Costa del Sol and sit on the beach the entire time, even they're complaining about how hot it is. I'm trying to think what it was, what temperature it was. It was like nearly 40 degrees. I measured it once, and I know people who prefer to sleep in the trailer than the cab. That's how hot it gets. That's not okay. That's bad. My point being, night air conditioning should be standard in all trucks now. If you think about it, we have night heaters, they're in as standard in all tramping vehicles. So why isn't night air conditioning? It should be. It absolutely should be, because yeah, it's unbearable. And boss, I would very much appreciate it, because I do not do heat. I don't do heat. I hate the heat. It's horrible. Please. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you could, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sure I'm going to get some comments off Scania fanboys. Chris. And on the subject of Chris, thank you very much for that little video. I appreciate it, mate. You're an absolute superstar. But again, thank you so much, and we shall see you next time.